What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Pretty819, and I'm back with something a little new. It's a game called, if it'll come up, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Now, a lot of you have probably never heard of this game, and to be honest, it's a pretty underrated game. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's a really good game. Now, originally, this game is ASCII graphics. If you download the game for it and you don't download the latest experimental build, it will look like ASCII graphics. And if you don't know what that looks like, it looks like a bunch of symbols and letters to represent things. Like a tree would probably be, I don't know, a capital I or something like that. But I have downloaded the latest, well, not the latest. I've downloaded a experimental build, so I get to choose tile sets and such. But that's not what I'm here about. Now, the only sound in this game is the intro. Like, this is literally it. The game does not offer any more sound. Now, you can download something and then use some sort of programmer platform to allow for there to be sounds like rain and hitting zombies with a blade and such, or getting hit by a zombie. But I don't have that sort of knowledge, so I've went with the next best thing. And yes, this is The Last of Us. Don't blame me. Come on, it's zombie. It's a zombie game. I mean, you gotta go with it. I'm gonna have to turn it down a little bit. It's a little bit loud. It's good music. I'll say that. So yeah, we are going to be doing a new game. I do not have anything. Before I do this, yeah, I kind of cheated it a little bit, but don't worry. I will put this back down. I believe you get 10, not 110 per thing. I believe. I just did that because, you know, reasons. So we're going to be doing a new game. We're going to be doing a custom character. And this is a roguelike type game, but it's set within the apocalypse. So yeah, sure. Now, I'm just gonna have it on the default of evacuee. You can go with a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of different scenarios. If you want, you can pause and read it and such. But we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to be going with evacuee, which is the standard. Now, the profession, you could go with the bunch. Now, this is set in the future, so there's cyborgs and stuff. Yeah, it's just the future. And there are a bunch of skills and perks, but I do have a specific class I have in mind. And it's one of the best ones you can do for just unarmed combat. So we're going to be going with Black Belt. Now the perks, I'm going to be choosing the negative perks first. I don't plan on using alcohol or anything like that, so I'm going to be taking Addictive Personality. No, we're not going to take Albino, because most of the time you spend a lot of the game outside. So we're not going to be going with Albino. We're not going to go with that. Not bad knees, bad back. No. No. We're gonna go with farsighted and nearsighted. I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. Unless I can't take that. Am I missing it? I swore there was a nearsighted perk. Yeah, there it is. Nearsighted. I was just being blind. Now, I'm going to go with Heavy Sleeper because I plan on sleeping in safe locations, so we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to be going with Illiterate because, yeah, you could just choose a bunch of perks. If you wanted, you could take all these negative perks. But obviously, that's not going to work out too well. Yeah. Yeah, alcohol, drugs. I don't plan on taking any of that, so we're gonna not have that. We're not gonna go pacifist. Poor hearing. Maybe, I don't know. No, we're not gonna go schizophrenic. We're not gonna go sleepy because we still want to do some looting and such when we're awake. Slow healer, that could be a good perk, but I don't know. Slow learner, definitely not. Slow reader, that's definite no, because books do take a long time to read. And reading through them slower is not good. I don't plan on using sidearms, so I don't know. I guess we'll go with trigger happy and poor hearing. Sorry, never mind. We're not gonna go with poor hearing. Yeah, we're gonna go with Amyl Empathy because if we do need to, we can do some hunting, and as it says, peaceful animals will not run away from you. So we're gonna go with that. We're not gonna go with cannibal, because even if you do come across people, it's pretty rare unless you turn that rate up, which I'm pretty sure I have it at default, but I don't know. We're not gonna go with that. Fleet-footed. That would be nice. Now I do have skill degradation off, so my skills aren't going to become rusty after X amount of time. Now if I do go with Gourmand, I don't know. Now, if you're going to be going with Black Belt, don't worry about martial arts training. You start out with that anyway, so don't worry about it. Let's see. Now, in my past experiences, I've had quite a lot of food, but the start up to that does become a little bit, it can become a little bit, it can be a challenge, let's just say that. We will go with night vision, because there's random generated buildings, and they do have basements, and there's one specifically that I want to use. Now morale is something very special in the game. The higher morale you have, the better off things are. The lower morale, you get debuffs from it. So I'm going to be going with Optimist right away. I'm not going to be worrying about Outdoorsman. I am going to be going with Pack Mule, because I do plan on carrying a lot of stuff. Now, in this game, there is volume and weight. Volume determines what size of stuff that you can carry. Like, you could probably carry about 100 cans, but if you carry a single lawnmower, you can't pick up another can. Let's just go with that analogy, because, yeah. Now, if you kill other humans, if they haven't attacked you and you attack them first, and you kill them, you get a debuff from that because you feel guilty about killing them. But if they attack you, I'm pretty sure you don't feel guilty about it. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I will be going with robust genetics, because, yeah. And we have 21 points to spend. And if I try to take another perk, I can't. Now, if I really wanted to, I could increase this like before, but obviously that's seen as a little bit cheaty, so. Now, I do have it to where skills increase my stats, so I'm going to leave my stats as normal. Now, if you go with martial artist or black belt, yeah, black belt, not martial artist. If you go with black belt, you get automatically +8 dodging and +8 melee, which is really good. If you want to have an easy time in the game, black belt's a good way to go. Now I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna increase my dodging to 11. Let's see what else. Put cooking at 1, because might as well. I'll put it at 2, sorry. I'm pretty sure you do start out with level 1 of everything, so yeah. Now, there's a big part in this game, you can drive around vehicles. Now, it's a little bit awkward, but if I do get around to it, I will show you how to do that. We'll do fabrication and tailoring. Oh, also unarmed combat, you also get that, so yeah. Now, you could pick from a multitude of different black belt stuff. Like you could do judo, taekwondo, that kind of stuff. Now, we'll get to that. I'm going to do a little bit in driving, because if you don't, you're gonna lose control of your vehicle more frequently. But that doesn't mean like you can just immediately lose control and then crash it. That just means like you lose control of it for like a second. That second could mean a lot to you. So yeah. We're going with a little bit of construction, and I guess I'll put 2 into melee and then the rest into unarmed combat. Maybe, I don't know. I'll put 1 more into tailoring. And this is our character. Yeah. There you go. Now, if you did pick a different scenario, you can pick a different starting location, depending on what you picked. But for right now, yeah. That's going to be the template, just in case I die somehow. And we are going to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you did pick black belt, or the equivalent to like the very starting of it, you can pick between karate, judo, aikido, tai chi, taekwondo, ziquan, I think, and muay thai, I think. Don't try to judge me too hard on this, folks. I'm not, you know, fluent in multiple languages, so. But for this run, I'm going to do taekwondo, because you are focused on kicks and punches, and it's based on strength. So the more strength you have, you're able to do more extra damage, and you can block. So we're going to be going with taekwondo. Now, I might come across past characters that have died. Might. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, we have this character right here. See? Yeah. Now, this game has a lot of controls, and I do mean a lot. Well, I guess it's just us. What should we do now? Maybe we should start boarding this place up. Maybe. Well, we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to ask for equipment. Let's say because I'm your friend. Alright. Let's ask if we can do anything for him. Alright. Everyone who dies gets back up, right? Which means that whatever is causing this, it must be airborne to have infected everyone. I believe that if this is the case, then there should be regions that were not downwinded, or wherever the disease was released. We need to find a record of all the weather patterns leading up to the outbreak. This is new. Yeah, I'll do this. And then we're gonna ask if she can spare some equipment, and we're going to say because, well, I'm helping you out. She gives us a aluminum can of crispy cranberry. Got any advice? News station. Okay. Now obviously, if you look, we have our weight up here, which we can carry 116 pounds, or whatever the equivalent is. Yeah, it's pounds. Alright. But we have literally no volume. It's 0 out of 0. So, we're going to check this locker. There's an emergency jacket inside, and as you can see, the encumbrance is 15. The more stuff you wear, the more encumbered you're going to become. But it has 2 storage. So we're going to take it and we're going to put it on. Alright. Then we're going to take the crispy cranberry. And I believe this terminal... Yeah, we're going to go with 3. Contact us. This will lead us to a refugee center. Now, if you look on the map, this is what the map would look like. This is what ASCII graphics looks like. All these dots are fields. The F is forests. This T is fungal flowers. Now, if you're new to this game, don't go near those. The swamps. There's a Triffid Grove. Don't, I repeat, don't go near the Triffids. There's a building near there. Don't go to it. As you can see, it is snowing. It's because we're in spring on day 1. Now, obviously, we're a little bit out of the way from everyone. So, we are going to be heading down. Apparently there's a vine beast. I don't see it. We're not going to worry about it for right now. Now you can use numpad or just the arrow keys to walk around, and then you press E and then whatever direction you want to examine the item. In this case there's a foot crank on here, which is used for a bike. But for right now, we're not going to worry about that. And as you can see, there are a bunch of stuff here. There's a lot. This is what happens when you get near Triffids. There's just a bunch of stuff. We're gonna hopefully get past that. And we are now near town. And as you can see, there are things here. As you can see, there's a boomer, a skeletal dog, and a fat zombie and a zombie. Right now we have a skeletal dog near us, and we can hit it. So we're gonna hit it. And we immediately killed it. Now in this game, of course he drops out. Killing zombies, it's simple, but what you might fail to know is that they will get back up. So you have to smash their corpses. There's... Oh, it's already pulled. It's because I did so much damage to it. You could press S, and then whatever direction you want to smash. This works for other things. Earplugs. No, that's not helpful. I do have, like I said, the latest experimental, so I have mods enabled. And this is one of them, tanks. Now, this tank, it's probably... I'll check. Well, the engine's working and everything, but back here, there's a diesel tank, which is yellow. That means it's damaged. The more away it gets from green, like dark green at the top, like it says this heavy duty frame, that's green, dark green. And then all this stuff right here, this heavy duty roof and trunk, those are light green. That means they're slightly damaged. And then yellow means it's damaged. This reddish pink, that means it's severely damaged. And down here it says most damaged, the heavy duty roof. That means it's pretty much broken. It's non-existent at this point. But for the most part, this looks like a fully functional tank. I don't know though. Oh, sorry. There's a pinkish red and then there's a red. Forgot about that. Now, this tank obviously has a gun and, you know, such on it. Well, we could drive this if we really wanted to. But for right now, I'm just going to mark it on the map. I'm going to put it as a tank. And we'll go from there. Because right now, we can't really do anything with it. We could drive it, but it's leaking diesel, and that's not too good. Now, right now, the Triffids, they're really close to here, so yeah. We kind of had a bad start. Now, I'm waiting for the zombie to get close to me, because, yeah. Now, most of the time, zombies don't drop anything. But they do have clothes and such. And that's a gun right there. You drop pistol ammo. Well, I'm gonna take that because I might need it. I don't know though. Ah, this is a security van. We're not gonna worry about the stuff in there for right now. That stuff's for way down the line anyway. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of child zombies. Or zombie childs. Zombie children. And they're in this basketball court. Now, what would happen if we would say kill one of them? You feel guilty for killing a zombie child. Yes, even in this, you still feel guilty for killing children, even though they've turned into zombies. Now, as you can see, I literally have no weapon. This up here indicates what weapon you have equipped. Right now I have my fists equipped. And right here, this is Taekwondo. Just in case you can't read that. Now right now we're just killing all these zombies because they're in the way, and to be honest, yeah, it's probably better to put them out of their misery. And we have a zombie dog, but it's dead easily. Now, don't think this is too easy. It does become way harder later. Alright. Now we're gonna see what these guys had on them. Now they had cardboard boxes of, well, candy and such. But I'm looking for something specific. Cargo pants, those help. I'm gonna put those on right away. I can carry more stuff with that. But that's not exactly what I'm after. It helps, but it's not what I'm after. They might have not dropped it. Now, the zombie dog isn't going to drop anything, obviously. It's a dog. It's not going to drop anything. Now, if you press V, just V, you can see your morale. Now, obviously, since we're an optimist, we get +5. But we're cold, which is -3, and we feel guilty about killing. Now, focus, like it says focus gain right here, that determines how you can level up your skills and such. And right now, we don't have a lot of focus. That's because we have a bunch of negative modifiers and such. We'll take the lighter, and we'll go back for these guys' candy and such. Because you never know, you might need it. Now, since I pulped these guys, which isn't the greatest thing, but that means they will not get back up. They will not rise from the dead. So, that's good. Yep. Now, if you press Shift E, you can consume stuff. I'm going to be consuming some chocolate bars, and that made us feel better. It made us feel better. That's one benefit to having candy. Now, if you do have a setting on, you automatically drop trash. So that's a good thing to have in mind. These are vending machines. Well, this one's a broken vending machine. But it's a vending machine, so yeah. And that's what happens if you just keep holding the button. Now this is an acid zombie. Or spitter zombie. Sorry. It obviously spits zombies. Now if you're familiar with Left 4 Dead, this is pretty much a spitter. Now, you want to be careful, because if you do start smashing stuff, yeah, if you press Shift 2, which is the @ symbol, you can see your stats and everything. As you can see, our feet and stuff are cold, and we're having some pain. That's giving us -1 intelligence. Now, the number here, you know, I'll just go to this. No, this, which I hit plus. You can see that this is our warmth and such. Right now, there's nothing protecting our mouth whatsoever, so we literally have no warmth, so we're really cold. Now, eyes are obviously going to be 0, because you can't really wear anything over your eyes to keep them warm, because then you couldn't see or anything. So, yeah. Now, it might seem a little bit gruesome, but we're going to have to put on some of the stuff that these guys dropped. It's not the best thing ever, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. Now, if you press I, you can see your inventory, and then you can go from there. But I'm pretty sure if you pressed, yeah, Shift W, that's the hotkey for wearing stuff. But as you can see, our warmth's a little bit better. Like right now, this is in the plus, but that doesn't really mean a whole lot. This is also where you manage what layering. So right now, on our feet, we're wearing Gita, which is like, well, it's Japanese shoes. They're wooden shoes, basically. Right now, we're wearing socks over that. Now, obviously, we don't want that, so we're gonna put that above the Gita. And we're gonna put the leather pants on the inside, in front of our gi. And we're gonna put the cargo shorts in front of the gi as well. Because the outermost stuff, that gets damaged first. So you wanna make sure, if you're wearing armor, you have it on the outside. And that's good enough. We're gonna go with that. Now layering is quite efficient to do. Make sure you do it. Now, normally you don't head inside all the way. Inside town, I mean. Because you can easily get screwed over. Now, this guy had a cash card. Now, obviously, if you visited ATM, you could use it. But this one doesn't even have anything on it, so we're not going to bother picking it up. We're going to pick up the chewing tobacco, though. We might need that. I highly doubt it, but we might. Now the boomers, they obviously explode. We're gonna wait a little bit because we can't see. That's what this means, like you're covered in bile. And because of that, you can't see. Now, this guy dropped a heavy duty flashlight. We're gonna pick that up. That was the boomer. They drop at random stuff, so they could literally drop anything. Now, this vehicle right here, it's on, so we're going to turn it off. No, I want to examine it. Now, this is a roller. It's got a decent battery and decent amount of fuel, but the drums, they are completely screwed over. Now, if you want to drive a vehicle in the zombie apocalypse, this would be it. You could just run over zombies. But right now, it's not the greatest thing ever, so we're not gonna worry about that. Now, as you can see, the effect from the chocolate bar is going down. That's only a very temporary modifier. And as you can see, these doors are locked. Most of these doors are going to be locked. It's locked, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Jeez. I'm having some trouble here. It's been a while. And if you look on the map, this is a home improvement store. We might find some supplies. What? There is... a survivor? And because of that, it's a little bit laggy. I'm not sure what's going on. There's probably a turret, I don't know. Yeah, there's a turret. If I press Shift V and then hit Tab, you can see all the enemies that are near you. As you can see, there's turrets down here. We don't want to go near those. We're gonna wait a little bit. And I'm waiting by pressing the period key. And that just waits one tick. Now this is a book. This is a cooking book. We don't have space for that right now. I'm going to put on these cargo shorts, that way I can have some extra space. Right now, you don't really have a lot of space. And obviously, backpacks and such, they're not too common. So, yeah. Aha, crowbar. Now this crowbar will be our friend. Now you can reassign the key for it, and that's just this item only. I'm going to put it on W. Oh, oh, not auto pickup. I hit shift instead of just equals. There you go. And this is going to be, actually no, it's going to be Q. So, oh, never mind. I'll come across the door that I can't get into normally. Now, if you just press Shift V, not V, Shift V, you can view all the items around you. That's very helpful. But, if you remember, this door's locked. As you can see, it says this door's locked. Now if I press I, Q, and then A, now it doesn't work all the time, so you have to keep doing it, but it worked that time. As you can see, that opened the door. Now you may be wondering, why am I going to be picking up the stick knife? Well, there's this thing in the game, like I said, with the whole butchering of zombies and such, so they don't get back up. I'm gonna look around for... Really? What the hell is that? Oh. Nope. Duct tape sweatshirt. Sorry. You may be wondering why I would want to pick that up. Here, I'm gonna wield this. Reload. Yeah, reload. And that didn't reduce the... Now it says your body aches. That's probably because of the pain. Probably also doesn't help with the ringing ears. Now, if you do hear gunshots, you will not be able to hear anything. And because those turrets are there, we can't hear anything. Right now, we are just trying to find some containers so we can actually put stuff in. Right now, we just don't have the luxury of that, so we're gonna have to just go around looting. Oh. Now, this was a museum. Now, obviously, there's an alarm on the door. And it says an alarm sound, so we're probably gonna have to hurry a little bit. I don't... Yeah, there's a hand axe. And an odachi, which is a melee weapon. A longsword. Now, if you want to find some good weapons, you can come here. But obviously, you gotta worry about the alarm. The alarm, yeah. And there's some actual guns back here, but they're, you know, flintlock. Like, very yield in times. Wait, what? Oh, cool. Armor. Oh, God. IQA. IQA. Thank you. Now another alarm sounded, so that's not good. Seems like every single one of these doors have alarms on them for some odd reason. And there is leather arm guards. And there's a Zweihander. But we will be putting on these leather arm guards, because, well, they're leather arm guards. And right now, it's the apocalypse, so nobody's gonna need it. Where's the iBot? iBot. That's all the way up there. Now the iBots, they will come towards you, and they will take your picture, and then security bots will come, and you don't want that, because they're quite brutal. Right here we have a garage. Now, if you want some good vehicle stuff, like you can modify vehicles and such, like you got a V6 engine right here, you might need that for a vehicle if you want to modify it. That's a wrench apparently. Oh, there's also a welder there. Now, I'm probably going to be coming back for this stuff. But right now, we just don't. There's really no point right now. Because we don't really have a vehicle we want to modify and such, so the zombie's just gonna come through here. Come on, you broke through the window, come on through here. See, now he dropped a wrench. Bleach. Now, about every single item in this game does have a use. So don't be fooled. Like this phone book, I'm not too sure. Yeah. But you can read it 200 times, that's what that number next to it means. Hard leg guards. Put those on. Money bundle, that's completely useless. Yeah, there's nothing there. We do have bifocal glasses. As you can see right here, bifocal glasses. Now, it would be nice if we could pick up another pair, but we can't. That's why I'm looking around, see if I can find something. Something else to have. Now, you can carry stuff in your hands, but since I'm using Taekwondo, I can't really do that. I don't have that luxury. I guess we'll just put on some shorts. Yeah. Your right leg and left leg are very encumbered. Running and swimming is slow. So, yeah, gotta keep that in mind. Can't just keep wearing more and more clothing. You're obviously gonna get to the point where you can't do anything. Now, most of these books, they're useless. I'll be picking up the good books that you probably want. We'll eat the cherry, and we will eat the pear, and we will have the grape drink. And the dark cola. And another can of dark cola. Now that will get rid of some volume. It's good, because we need that. Now the sheath, that would be helpful. I'll mark it on the map. Because I might be coming back here. I probably will. This is a very small town. And there's not really a whole lot you can do here. I am going to be heading back. Don't worry about that, just saving. Now I changed the autosave to be quite frequently. Alright, now I'm gonna pick up the steak knife, because... yeah. We're gonna need it. Like, right now you can press Shift B, and that's to butcher things. We're gonna butcher the child zombie corpse. We didn't need to do that, obviously, because we already did butcher it. Not butcher it, smashed it, pulped it, whatever you want to call it. So there was really no need for that. We'll pick up these sardines, pick up this bacon, because who doesn't like bacon? As you can see, the iBot is still up there. Yeah. Not a good thing. Now we could obviously kill it, but it'd obviously be able to take a picture before we could kill it, so... yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go back and butcher these corpses, because, you know, butchering things, that gets your survival up. Right now we have 1%. Now if I go over here and butcher one of these corpses, and then check back, our survival is now 3%. Quite handy. So we're going to be doing this from now on. But we will be doing that in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Brady19. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more of this, because I genuinely like this game. Not that I don't like the other games that I'm playing currently, but it's a good game. And if you guys want to see more, just let me know. Yeah, but until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!